Hello everyone! For today's video, I'm starting a brand new list focused on indie RPGs. Here are the 15 best new indie RPGs you should play in Q1 2026. Well, let's get into the list. In a world full of serious fantasy RPGs, Weird RPG 2 does the complete opposite. This game is strange. Weird RPG 2 is the sequel to a cult indie game, and it goes even further into chaos and creativity. This game throws you into a world that makes no sense on purpose. NPCs talk directly to you. Side quests turn into deep life questions. Dialogue jokes about itself. The story is not straight or simple. It's messy and non-linear. You don't follow one clear path. You slowly connect strange pieces together and create your own meaning. Sometimes between all the jokes and weird moments, the game suddenly hits you with real emotion. And when that happens, it feels powerful and unforgettable. Steel Century Groove is an absolute blast. Imagine a rhythm game. But instead of dancers, you control giant dancing robots. And yes, the game describes itself as a rhythm RPG. The songs in the game are already pretty good, but the real magic happens when you add your own music. You can import any song you like, and the game will automatically turn it into a rhythm stage. You can even edit the notes if you want to make it better. Each robot or mech plays differently. Some are simple and easy to use. Others are more complex and even add mini games while you're hitting the notes. Prophecy of Ashen is a dark fantasy tactical CRPG. What makes Prophecy of Ashen special is how much your choices matter. Who you trust, who you help, and how you handle difficult situations will change the world around you. The game does not always tell you when a big choice is happening, which makes everything feel more natural, like you are truly living inside this world instead of following a clear path. Furthermore, the combat is turn-based and very tactical. Positioning is important, and the battlefield itself can decide whether you win or lose. High ground, narrow paths, and smart skill timing all matter. Each battle feels like a puzzle that you must solve using your party, your abilities, and your strategy. Labyrinth of Touhou is a fan-made Touhou dungeon RPG, and its turn-based combat is both fun and cleverly designed. Building your team, choosing skills, managing turns, and planning around enemy weaknesses is actually enjoyable, not just something you do because you have to. Many battles feel like small puzzles. You think about what team to bring, what to defend against, when to attack hard, and when to play it safe. On top of that, exploring the labyrinth is simple but addictive. The loop of going deeper, collecting resources, unlocking new options, and then going deeper again works every time. It really feels like a journey where you slowly grow stronger and can handle more challenges. Dragon Spira is a pixel art fantasy RPG that originally launched on mobile and is now coming to PC and consoles. The gameplay is classic turn-based RPG combat, but growth happens through a board game style system called the Sugoroku board. After battles, you earn points and spin the roulette to move across the board. Each space gives rewards like stronger stats, treasure, bonus items, and special prizes. Every spin makes your whole party stronger, and it feels exciting because you never know what space you will land on next. Along the journey, you also raise a spirit beast companion. As the story continues, it evolves into different forms based on its element. Watching your spirit beast grow alongside your hero makes the adventure feel personal and meaningful. Viractal, Will You Trust Your Party is a strategic board game style RPG where dice rolls guide your entire adventure. You explore a tiny fantasy world called Viractalia, where every step depends on luck, strategy, and the choices you make. Your movement is decided by rolling dice, but winning is not just about luck. The real power comes from how you build your deck. You collect cards, create combos, and use them in battles against enemies. You can play the game alone for a fun challenge, or team up with friends online for a cooperative experience. Both modes are enjoyable, and the game has strong replay value because the maps are procedurally generated, so no two runs are the same. The NOexistenceN of Morphean Paradox is a mix of visual novel and RPG, with a story shaped by your choices. Every decision you make changes how the story unfolds, creating a branching narrative where no two paths feel the same. The gameplay is built around managing your guild and your time. Each day, you decide how to spend your stamina by taking missions, training your character, or talking with your companions. Almost every action uses stamina, so you must plan carefully or you will be forced to rest before the day is over. This makes each day feel important and gives the game a slow but thoughtful rhythm. The combat uses a turn-based system similar to Darkest Dungeon. Positioning matters, healing is limited, and smart use of skills is the key to survival. Dead Grid is a turn-based strategy game set in a zombie-filled post-apocalyptic world with a cool 80s retro style. You will lead a squad of mercenaries, fight endless zombie hordes, rescue survivors, and build up your camp using loot you find on missions. The gameplay is turn-based and card-based. You see parts of a 3D environment, but you don't move your characters around freely like in isometric strategy games. There are some environmental effects to spice things up, but no cover system like XCOM, so strategy comes from your team setup and gear choices. You can control up to 5 characters in each battle, and you can recruit even more survivors to join your squad. Vampire's Fall 2 is another mobile game hits that will soon come into PC. This is a 2D turn-based RPG set in a dark world ruled by vampires. Humans live in fear, and you begin as a simple villager who gets attacked and turned into a vampire. The combat is fully turn-based. At first, you fight with simple melee attacks, but after becoming a vampire, you unlock powerful skills like Bite, which lets you drain enemy health. Each turn, you can attack, use skills, drink potions, or run away. Every third turn is a combo turn, where you can perform multiple actions if you have enough energy, making battles more tactical and exciting. The best part? The game is completely free to play, so you can jump in without spending a single dollar. Dwarves Glory, Death and Loot is a mix of RPG, roguelike, and auto-battler. You will create a party of up to 10 dwarves, give them gear, choose their formation, and send them into battle for glory, loot, and survival. The game plays on a single battle line. You don't control each move directly. Instead, you prepare your team, pick simple tactics and party buffs, and then watch your dwarves clash with enemies like goblins and orcs. You win by defeating all enemies or pushing them off the battlefield. As you play, you unlock runes that help specialize your clan, and these upgrades carry over between runs. The game strikes a nice balance between managing your dwarf squad and enjoying the chaos of battle. Wicked Seed is a modern horror RPG that mixes survival horror with tactical combat. If you're a fan of classic Resident Evil or Parasite Eve, this is a game you should definitely watch. It's not pure survival horror, but it comes very close. You have unlimited basic ammo and can level up freely, but powerful items like grenades and potions are limited, so you must think before using them. The combat uses a unique hybrid system. You dodge, block, and parry attacks in real time, but you also take turns choosing your actions like a turn-based RPG. This makes every fight feel slow, careful, and strategic. What really makes the game shine is its atmosphere. Fog-covered streets, dark hallways, and eerie silence create a constant feeling that something is watching you.
Jacob, what happened to you here?
MENACE is the newest game from Overhype Studios, the creators of Battle Brothers. Because of that, a lot of strategy RPG fans were excited, and honestly, the hype is deserved. The heart of MENACE is its tactical combat. Instead of moving all units at once like XCOM, you and the enemy take turns one unit at a time. Each soldier has action points for moving, shooting, and using abilities. Cover matters, positioning matters, and suppression fire can limit what enemies can do. Battles start simple but grow more complex as new enemies and weapons appear. There are tons of tools to use: rifles, machine guns, rockets, mortars, and even armored vehicles. Every fight feels different, and no two missions play the same.
Bound by a class system, you alone.
Project Gorgon is an old-school MMORPG with no hand-holding and full freedom. You can build your character using over 30 unique skill lines, mixing any two together to create your own playstyle. Want to be an ice bunny? Combine bunny form with ice magic. Want to be a priest who insults enemies to death? Use priest plus psychology. The game has years of content, more than 11 huge zones, and one of the kindest communities you will ever seen. The developers treat this game like a passion project, not just a job. And the best part? There's a free demo. Try it for at least an hour to see if the game is to your liking.
Many trades available, and build an economy by opening your own shop, where you can sell the fruits of your labors and the spoils of your conquest. Band together with others to solve formidable...
Pathologic 3 is a narrative horror RPG where you solve a plague outbreak in a town, balancing your character's well-being and making tough choices. In this game, you play as the Bachelor, a doctor who comes to a strange town infected by a deadly plague. You want to heal its people, but the town doesn't want to be healed so easily. Every day, you examine sick people. You talk to them, study their symptoms, take samples, and try to guess what disease they really have. At the same time, you must control the town itself. You issue decrees, you set curfews, and you decide who can move and who cannot. So healing becomes politics. The doctor slowly turns into something like a ruler, a tyrant in a white coat. Every choice shapes what kind of society will survive after the plague.
There is no right path.
Escape from Ever After is a colorful, turn-based RPG that has strong inspiration from Paper Mario. The game is filled with fairy tales, magic, and funny characters. You will play as Flint Buckler, a human hero who walks into a dragon's castle, only to find out it's been taken over by a greedy corporation. Instead of knights and monsters, the castle is now full of office cubicles, fairies, unicorns, and even Pinocchio working 9-to-5 jobs. In terms of gameplay, the combat mixes turn-based battles with real-time button timing, just like Paper Mario. You dodge attacks by pressing a button at the right moment, and your own attacks become stronger if you time them well. Some moves feel amazing when you land them perfectly. That's all for today's list. Subscribe and like for more new, exciting Metroidvania games. That's it, and see you next time.